We're gonna get through this. That's tough because support me and help me be the best man that I can be. And she one of my kids.
Floyd Mayweather says he reportedly got cleaned out to the tune of $175 million.
What?
Claiming a former close associate ran a year-long scheme that allegedly drained his bank accounts, hijacked real estate deals, pawned off his jewelry, and even made his private jets disappear. I just know he's coming out and maybe. I mean, look, Chad, this is not no breaking news. Y'all have heard all the reports, and people have said Floyd is broke and this and that. I don't know. I don't know Floyd like that. I don't know the man finances, and I'm not gonna get up here and say pretend like I do. I just can hope.
Yeah.
Floyd Mayweather has finally responded to reports claiming that he suffered financial losses of around $170 million, offering his own side of the controversial story. The undefeated boxing superstar addressed the allegations surrounding his fortune and pushed back against the growing speculation, giving fans more insight into his perspective on one of the most talked-about financial controversies surrounding his career.
After a Nevada judge ruled the retired boxer fathered a 4-year-old girl born to a former dancer at his Las Vegas strip club. Floyd also faced a reported $7.3 million IRS lien. Ocho, with the lavish lifestyle that Floyd has built over the years, the jet and entourage nonstop spending, has he created a lifestyle that when he was making $200-400 million a year, he was able to enjoy? Has he created something that...
During an episode of Nightcap, Shannon Sharpe and Chad Okocinco Johnson had an intense discussion about Mayweather's decision to step back into the boxing spotlight. Their conversation quickly turned toward the possibility that money could be influencing his comeback. Given the enormous fortune Floyd accumulated throughout his career, some fans are now questioning whether his return points to financial difficulties or simply another chance to generate millions.
Why would you, at this age, come out of retirement after not fighting since, 2017, if I'm not mistaken? Something like that?
It's been about 8 years.
Yeah, 8 years. Outside of exhibitions, obviously, is to do what he's always said is have a bank robbery with no mask on. So if that's what you're going to do, there are only 3 fights. Chat, listen to me. There are only 3 fights that Floyd can have that can command and get the kind of money he's looking to recoup for money that may have been lost, or money that may have been stolen, or money he may have spent, to date.
Shannon Sharpe strongly rejected the suggestion that Floyd Mayweather is returning to boxing because he has no money left. While acknowledging the ongoing questions surrounding Mayweather's finances, Sharpe emphasized the incredible fortune Floyd built over several decades. From his perspective, Mayweather has plenty of reasons to fight that have nothing to do with financial survival. Floyd remains a huge attraction, enjoys the attention surrounding boxing, and can still command massive paydays whenever he steps into the ring. That makes his comeback appear more like a strategic business decision than an act of desperation.
Resume his undefeated career after his planned exhibition against Mike Tyson. Floyd, from my upcoming Mike Tyson event to my next professional fight afterwards, no one will generate a bigger gate, have a larger global broadcast audience, and generate more money with each event than my events. And I plan to keep doing it with my global media partner, CSI Sports /Fight Sports. Ocho?
Hey, I'm glad we own this one. I'm glad we own this one.
Go ahead, take it away.
Floyd, hey, chat, stay with me real quick. Y'all know how much I love boxing. I'm a boxing enthusiast, and I'm one that's been in the ring as well. I've trained with all the best fighters in the world. But in order for Floyd to come back, right, to be able to command the kind of money he wants.
I don't know. I just know he's coming out and maybe. I mean, look, Chad, this is not no breaking news.
Shannon Sharpe, Chad Okocinco Johnson, and Joe Johnson also discussed Mayweather's explosive allegations involving a former associate he once trusted. Floyd claims that this individual was connected to a financial scheme that allegedly cost him close to $175 million. The group examined those accusations while also discussing Mayweather's lavish lifestyle, the people around him, and whether his spending habits or trust in others may have contributed to the situation. Ultimately, the biggest question was how someone who earned hundreds of millions of dollars could still end up facing financial allegations of this magnitude.
Value, not anything you could purchase, not anything you could drive. You got 2 hands and 2 feet in just one.
Their discussion also revealed a broader lesson about managing enormous wealth. Having millions or even hundreds of millions of dollars does not necessarily protect someone from poor investments, dishonest advisors, uncontrolled spending, or complicated financial decisions. Even celebrities who appear virtually financially untouchable can encounter serious problems if their wealth is not managed carefully and the people closest to them are not properly vetted.
Handed over to a Miami jeweler for only $13 million in return, and he said a huge chunk of the collection is still sitting with the dealer. Floyd also says he unknowingly signed paperwork transferring ownership of his Gulfstream jet with a buyer section left blank, and says he still doesn't know where the aircraft money went. Floyd also reportedly has been ordered to pay more than
M. Newton also weighed in on the reports surrounding Mayweather's finances, arguing that Floyd's extraordinary spending habits could be an important part of the story. Newton pointed to Mayweather's famous collection of luxury cars, expensive possessions, and extravagant lifestyle as possible factors. His point was straightforward: earning massive amounts of money is only one part of building wealth, because preserving it requires discipline and smart management. Newton recognized everything Floyd accomplished in boxing, but maintained that poor financial decisions and misplaced trust can create serious consequences for anyone, regardless of how large their fortune once appeared.
$1,000 a day splurges.
Yeah.
Is that sustainable? He had multiple business ventures that failed. He had the lifestyle with multiple women and different things that like, bro, I get it. But dang, and let this be a message to all athletes. And I'm not trying to rag on Floyd, because I still have so much respect for Floyd. Every time I see Floyd, it's like, yo, like, he one of the ones.
Yeah.
Because contrary to whatever it is, he's still a great fighter.
Mm-hmm.
But yet, we gotta do better with our money.
Yeah.
How? We have to put ourselves on a realistic longevity plan that even though you got the money fast, you can't keep spending it fast.
But who do you trust? How do you trust when, and I'm not saying his background, but if you're not used to money, don't have money in our community, who do you trust? How do you trust? How do you go about finding somebody to put you on a budget to do that? Because
that B word right there, budget. Even in the midst of the height of your career, budget. That's not to say that you can't have certain things, budget.
Because a lot of people look at budget as a bad thing.
No.
Like, oh, you broke because you're on a budget.
No. Balling on a
budget.
No, heck no. Budget says to you, okay, when you are getting excessive. Above all, this is what you can spend and what you...
YouTuber Spencer Cornelia has also examined Mayweather's financial history, questioning whether the enormous fortune associated with the Money Mayweather image remains as strong as many people believe. Cornelia looked at reported business activity, spending patterns, court-related information, and alleged financial setbacks to support his argument. His analysis has raised the possibility that Mayweather's wealth may have suffered significant damage over the years, creating further questions about the true financial position behind his highly publicized lifestyle.
Has money problems. He owes the IRS, he owes car dealers, he's pawning jewelry. A guy who's made hundreds of millions of dollars in his career is somehow running out of money. And now he's suing everyone, claiming he's owed money. While he may be able to keep up the facade that it's everyone else's fault, Floyd's spending problem is the reason why he's going broke. I was able to go directly to the source to get private information that hasn't been shared publicly yet, to discuss the recent lawsuit that sent shockwaves throughout the sports world. Mayweather suing former associate in an alleged $175 million fraud scheme. That associate, Jonah, shared with me private text messages, private images of Floyd signing contracts, and access to private communication with this team. And the proof I've been given will contradict everything you've heard in the news about this case. By going through all of the claims presented in the lawsuit, I'll share all the private information that I have access to so we can understand fully what's going on with Floyd Mayweather. In 2017, Rechnitz and Mayweather became friends, which ultimately led to Rechnitz becoming Floyd's investment manager, real estate advisor, and banking liaison. Jonah helped put deals together for Floyd. He was his manager. So that's sponsorships, real estate deals, and fights, just to name a few revenue streams. Jonah shared with me that he was not on salary, meaning he only made money when there...
That analysis has sparked a massive debate online. Some fans believe the various reports could indicate that Mayweather is facing genuine financial pressure, while others remain convinced that Floyd still controls significant wealth and that outsiders simply do not have access to the complete picture of his finances.
makes is that he wasn't aware that in 2016, Rechnitz had pleaded guilty to wire fraud conspiracy, that Rechnitz had cooperated with the United States attorney, or that Rechnitz had been the subject of significant civil litigation. What Floyd's attorney was trying to do with this complaint is make it look like Floyd was taken advantage of by a guy with a questionable past, like Floyd is this innocent victim who had no idea who this guy really was. There's a little problem with that, because I have proof he did know. This letter on the screen was sent in 2023 by Floyd Mayweather to a U.S. District Judge for the Southern District of New York. The bottom includes Floyd's name and his signature. For context, this is Floyd Mayweather's letter to the judge in Jonah Rechnitz's case, speaking about Jonah's character and why he deserves a better outcome. In the second paragraph, he writes, "We became friendly and I supported him when he was going through the process of being sentenced in 2019. That sounds to me like he knew about Jonah's litigation in New York." In the third paragraph, he writes that Jonah has worked with him as his promoter and business advisor. He has taken the job and run with it, helping Floyd in every aspect and opening up new opportunities. He further mentions the charitable work they've done together. Further down, he mentions that people have tried to take advantage of Jonah by bringing lawsuits against him as a way to extort him. And finally, Floyd writes, "I appreciate you taking the time to read this letter, Your Honor. I would just ask that you consider my personal testimony that Jonah Rechnitz is a good person." He claimed that he didn't know about Jonah's past in the complaint, yet he wrote that letter in support of Jonah, showing he clearly knew about the
Jail Sonnen believes the financial controversy surrounding Mayweather follows a pattern he has been pointing out for years. After hearing the latest reports about Floyd's alleged losses, Sonnen highlighted the boxer's lavish spending, valuable assets, and ongoing attempts to generate additional income. In Sonnen's view, those factors raise reasonable questions about Mayweather's current financial situation. The latest allegations have once again sparked debate over whether even an athlete who earned an extraordinary fortune can eventually find himself dealing with serious money problems.
Right. I don't get any level of pleasure from this, by the way, but the economics of boxing are fascinating. And the 4 to 5 men on earth that understand the economics of boxing, I would be interested in talking to. Massive publications. I remember them saying the highest paid sports guy in the world. And a number of years it was Floyd. And Floyd would win this at $250 million and at $170 million. And then there'd be someone from like Formula One racing that some years would top Floyd, and then Floyd would be number 2. And I would just tell people, that's not real. And I remember being on big shows. I remember sitting with Andrew Schultz and telling him, hey, those numbers aren't real. The biggest boxing fight of all time is whatever PR agency put out a lie greater than the previous PR agency.
Mayweather is also facing a separate legal dispute in Nevada. Prosecutors have charged him with 2 felonies over allegations connected to a $200,000 check that was reportedly used to purchase a luxury watch. Authorities claim there were insufficient funds behind the check and have accused Mayweather of theft and fraudulent intent. Through his attorney, Floyd has denied any criminal wrongdoing and maintains that the matter is essentially a business disagreement. As the legal proceedings continue, the case has added another dimension to the growing scrutiny surrounding his finances, business activities, and legal troubles.
Is currently facing felony charges for passing a bad check.
Oh my God.
Yes. So right now he faces
Floyd?
2 felony charges in Vegas over allegations that he wrote a bad check to purchase a watch from a luxury resale store. So the charges they actually came down in April, but he was just supposed to be in court Monday, but his attorney went for him. So the charge, he's being currently charged with theft for value over $100,000 or greater, and draw or pass a check with intent to defraud for value over $1,200 or greater. So what happened is back in December of 2024, there's a receipt that ESPN and prosecutors have obtained where Floyd went into a resale boutique and tried to purchase an AP. Now, when he purchased the AP, he used a check to purchase this. Now, the store owner, the place is called Golden Beyond, is saying that he had a long-term business relationship with Floyd before the alleged transaction. So when the check and everything was happening, like when the money didn't come through, he gave Floyd some time, almost about a year, to try and make good for this, and it didn't happen. So now the Clark County prosecutors have filed an initial complaint that happened back in April, and 3 days later, they ordered Mayweather to appear in court in front of a judge. So that appearance happened Monday.
The speculation intensified after boxing insider Rick Glazer made serious claims about Mayweather's financial situation. Glazer alleged that Floyd was under significant financial pressure involving debts, court judgments, lawsuits, IRS-related issues, and child support obligations. He further claimed that Mayweather had repeatedly carried more than $50 million in debt. Those allegations immediately added more fuel to the heated online discussion. Social media personality T Street then made another claim, alleging that Alman had provided Mayweather with money before the Conor McGregor exhibition because Floyd had already spent the earnings from his fight with Manny Pacquiao. The allegation suggested that Mayweather may have spent nearly $200 million since 2017. While these claims remain part of the wider speculation surrounding Floyd's finances, another viral story involved Yaya Mayweather, who reportedly insisted that her father was not bankrupt but was dealing with a legal issue. The same social media narrative claimed that Yaya reached out to NBA YoungBoy seeking a $3 million loan to help cover Floyd's legal expenses, noting that her father had previously supported him. According to that claim, YoungBoy never responded and eventually blocked the number. Meanwhile, Cameron recently visited Mayweather at his boxing gym, giving fans another glimpse of the former champion away from the competitive spotlight. Their discussion reportedly covered boxing, business, money, and Floyd's personal life, with his wealth and legal situation becoming major topics of interest. The encounter offered another look at how Mayweather is handling the intense scrutiny surrounding him.
There you go.
They still getting money.
There you go.
I mean, the list goes on and on.
All right, so who we saw fight? Is it, we hear a lot of names, it's Tyson, it's Pacquiao, we see you going overseas, a kickboxer possibly. Who is it going to be? First, is it a list?
We just, time will tell.
Okay.
Time will tell.
Okay.
You know, I just want to make sure they got their numbers right.
Okay.
So, you know, as you guys seen, I posted the Tyson fight, and I posted the little guy. I think the other guy, his name is Mike also.
Okay.
From over in Greece.
Yeah.
But sometimes I post him and I take him down. And
Dana White has also weighed in on the reports claiming Mayweather suffered losses of roughly $170 million. White acknowledged that he has spoken directly with Floyd about the situation, although he admitted that he does not know enough about the details to determine exactly what happened. With several different versions of the story circulating publicly, White believes people should allow the legal process to establish the truth. He even suggested that he might be willing to help Mayweather if there is an opportunity to do so. White explained that it is unfortunate to watch someone work extremely hard to build an enormous fortune, only to potentially lose a substantial portion of it through theft, poor decisions, or other circumstances. In his view, financial troubles are unfortunately common among professional athletes. His comments add another high-profile voice to the discussion surrounding Mayweather's reported losses and what may have happened to the huge fortune he accumulated during his legendary career. Logan Paul has also continued criticizing Mayweather over their 2021 exhibition bout. Paul has repeatedly alleged that he was still owed money from the event, using their financial dispute to question how Mayweather handled the enormous revenue generated by the matchup. Those claims have added another layer to the speculation surrounding Floyd's finances while raising fresh questions about why the undefeated champion continues returning to the spotlight and stepping back into the ring.